Hi artists, we're going to enter our symmetry unit. So first, fold your paper lengthwise or hot dog style. That is the long way going down the paper. Then you are going to write out your name or a word of your choice. I chose my first name, and I chose a mix of big letters and small letters. But notice how my letters connect. They go to the top of the paper, and they don't go past that bottom line where that half line is, where we folded our paper. Do not cross that crease. That is super, super important. So symmetry is the likeness or sameness between two halves. Can you think of anything that is symmetrical in life? A great example is a butterfly. So for this project, you are going to draw your name symmetrically. But first, by writing your name on the top half of this paper like I'm doing here. I'm just using a black Sharpie, but you could use any sort of black marker or anything dark. You could use heavy pencil, that works too. And then you're just gonna really write out your name. Again, don't go past that crease where you folded the paper. Next, you're gonna fold the paper over, and you can see how the original design is coming through on the other side where the paper is folded. So now I just go through and I map it out. I trace over those lines. If you need to hold this up to light to see it a little bit better, I highly suggest doing that. But then again, I go back through and I really make those lines nice and dark because it makes it easier to see on the other side. So remember, symmetry is the likeness or sameness between two halves. So if I'm doing this on whatever I do on one side needs to be done on the other side. And this trick is going to show you how to do that in a very simple, easy, fast way. So after I get my name all mapped out on the other side, I'm going to open up my paper, and then I can see where my lines and my letters are, and I'm just going to trace them out. Notice how now my left and my right side are symmetrical. They're equal. But I need to thicken up my lines and make them a little bit more dark. That way they represent each other better. So here I just go in and I map them out a little bit more detailed, and now my letters all look connected. You're going to turn this letter design or your name design or word design into a critter now that they are symmetrical and together. I saw a bug or a creature in mine, so I decided to give mine two eyes on one side and then teeth. So remember, whatever you do on one side is going to need to happen on the other side for it to be symmetrical. So notice how I'm only drawing on one side at a time, turning my bees into wings, give it teeth and everything else. Give it a little bit of an open mouth and some legs and some other creepy crawly parts. And then I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the name, and after I add my details, I am going to fold the paper back over like I did before and just retrace those lines wherever I see them coming through. So remember, this is the back side of the paper. So tracing out my lines and the details wherever I see those lines. Now you might not see all the lines, but you can fit those in when you flip and open the paper back up. But most of the lines should come through if you're using something dark enough. And as you can see my outlines and my tracings. And now I just go back over and I darken them up and make them a little bit more accurate, connect them where I need to the other half. And remember, each half needs to be the same. You're going to turn your name into a critter and a symmetrical design all at once.